My name is Sanna Titus. I graduated from the UW Marine Biology program in the class of 2020. Since then, I've done my master's in wild animal biology at the Royal Veterinary College, which is a satellite university of the University of London. Since then, I've been based in London working as a research assistant at the Sainsbury Wellcome Centre for Neural Circuits and Animal Behaviour. And I work on two projects here, one in combination with ZSL London Zoo, and the other one which is a local and in situ crab project with fiddler crabs. With the fiddler crabs, we study their spatial navigation in the wild and in captivity. And currently I'm working on creating an epigram and activity budget to compare our captive behavior versus our wild behavior to just ensure we're keeping crabs at the highest possible welfare standards and they're exhibiting a naturalistic repertoire of behaviors. A day in the life is a little bit hard to explain because I would say each day is very different for me. Some days I am collecting data at the zoo where I take my equipment over there and I film my animals, and then I will come back with the data here and analyze it here. For the crab project, I am responsible for a lot of the husbandry. We have 6 crab habitats total at the moment, so there's a lot of day-to-day work with keeping the crabs alive and happy. So I do work a lot with the technological side in filming them 24 hours a day. I take care of their water quality tests. I make sure that they're all healthy. I do intakes of all the crabs, and I also perform behavioral tests in an arena that we have. We also study them in Portugal, so typically once or twice a year I'll go down to the south of Portugal, which is the Algarve region by Faro, and we set up some cameras there and we just film them in their local banks in situ. It is really cool to study their quite complicated path integration behaviors and how they navigate space, because they have a relatively simple architecture of a neural network compared to mammalian brains. So I feel really fortunate that we're in a position now in the 21st century where we can explore what these valuable exotic species can teach us. A lot of the professors within the UW Marine Biology program have been really influential for me. Well, when I got the crab larvae with the Africa tangeri, we were really shocked when we had them at first. And I felt really supported by my past marine biology cohort, so I was able to reach out to my old fellow students, and I even reached out to Dr. Jason Hoden, and he replied immediately with a bunch of advice. And so it's been really nice to kind of keep in touch with that network and honestly continue my education from there. I don't really feel like I've ever left UW because I feel like marine biology has really stayed with me. When I applied for this job as a research assistant at the Sainsbury Wellcome Centre, it was initially solely for the project with ZSL London Zoo, and this was a nice kind of shoe in the door for me because my master's degree was already at the zoo and I already was familiar with the rest of the people working on this project. I think the reason why I got this job was actually my marine biology degree. When I applied, it was definitely for the zoo emphasis. However, I mentioned in the meeting that I have this marine biology background, I have all of this experience with crabs and other types of marine invertebrates, and I have a little bit of experience with marine larval rearing. And this was really ironic for my PIs at the time because they were also opening up the fiddler crab project in parallel to the zoo project. So I think that my marine biology degree was the reason that I was hired, because I kind of had this dual-faceted skills of terrestrial wild animal biology, zoo influence, and then also a marine emphasis with my education.